Hello, good afternoon everyone. This is Liz Davis. I am a nutritionist and I specialise in digestive health for busy women. So I help busy women fix their reflux, painful digestion, IBS and so on, bloating, all that kind of thing, SIBO, and any related hormone issues, chronic fatigue. And I do this with state-of-the-art gut testing, hormone testing, any other testing we need, and then dietary and lifestyle upgrades to bring things back into balance for you. So hydration is such a fundamental thing that we all need to do and make sure that we're on it, but how many of us actually manage to do it? I know I am certainly guilty of not drinking enough water, particularly if I'm busy, if the weather's hot or whatever. And you can really start to notice the effects of that very quickly. So much so that people have actually theorised that a lot of the health problems that we face nowadays can actually be tied down to, at the root cause, not drinking enough water. It's that important. So it can aggravate things. So if you've got gut problems, it's going to aggravate that. If you've got hormone problems, it's going to aggravate that as well. It's not going to... it can affect you in so many different ways. So I'll do a quick run through of what we need water for, what the symptoms you're going to get are going to be if you don't drink enough water, and then how to make sure you're getting enough, and how to, make sure, you can check the signs that you can check that you're getting enough on board, and, how to encourage yourself to drink more water if you're not really that keen, because let's face it, a lot of us aren't really, are we? So what's going to happen then? Your body needs water for so many different things. Definitely it needs it for detoxification and clearing out waste. It needs it to make sure that everything is nicely lubricated, so your your digestive system is lubricated properly. If it's not lubricated properly, you're going to get all those awful symptoms as well. Constipation, bloating, painful digestion. Your system is just not going to have enough water on board to be able to make the fundamental things like stomach acid, digestive enzymes. Your pancreas won't be pumping out those enzymes as effectively as it ought to be. So in addition to that, your skin is going to suffer. You're going to have dehydrated skin. Your internal organs aren't going to be lubricated properly. Your brain won't function properly either. So this is what happens if you don't have enough water on board. You can get very brain foggy. You're going to get very tired as well. You're not going to be able to concentrate properly. Worse than that, you can get anxiety, depression, all these other things that happen because you're not hydrated properly and your body doesn't have enough water on board to do those basic functions that it needs to do. So in addition to that, you may also be getting things like you might get heart palpitations. That's a real good sign that you're not hydrated properly. You might get poor kidney function. So everything that's happening when you're not drinking enough water can sometimes be mistaken for other issues that we might have. You might mistake some of these issues as IBS, for example, menopause problems, terrible PMS. Any of those kind of issues that you're getting can sometimes be tied down to the fact, that you're just not drinking enough water, and it's such a fundamental thing. But we all know we should be doing it, but I think quite often we do tend to forget, or things happen that distract us from that. So what you can do, pay attention at certain times of the year. For example, when the weather starts to get a bit hotter, we carry on drinking the same amount of fluids that we were drinking in the colder weather. Well, that's just not going to cut it once you're sweating, particularly if you're out doing exercise or running or even walking in the hot weather. You're really going to start sweating then. So you can even add into your water things like electrolytes or a pinch of, say, nice salt like Himalayan salt or what have you, or sea salt. That will really help to hydrate you as well. So the really important thing to do with hydration is check that your urine is typically a pale kind of straw coloured. So it will start off darker, you know, first thing in the morning, and then as the day progresses, it's going to get paler and paler. So, you know, as you're drinking more and your fluid levels are building up. So that's the basic rule of thumb, because the amount you need to drink is going to vary a lot, you know, depending on the weather, depending on how big you are, what your activity levels are. But other than that, so if you're doing that, then the kind of ballpark to aim for is going to be about 2 litres of water a day. And you can, you know, there's tricks you can use. So just fill up a 2 litre bottle of water in the morning, and then make sure you drink all that as the day wears on. It's a good idea to hydrate first thing in the morning as well. So as soon as you wake up, have something non-caffeine containing, say, you know, just if you're really disciplined, have, you know, a nice big glass of water, or do what I do, which is have a herbal tea, because I'll be honest, I don't fancy a glass of water first thing in the morning. Herbal tea is good, or red bush tea, something like that, without any caffeine in it. If you're drinking alcohol, make sure that you're matching every alcoholic drink you have with a glass of water as well. That will really help you. So yeah, also think about, you know, if you're not keen on the taste of water, definitely get a water filter. I would be getting a water filter, definitely. It just makes water so much more pleasant to drink if it doesn't taste of chlorine and so on. And you can use, you know, tricks, sort of like flavouring your water. So if you made like a herbal infusion, you can make like a fruit tea infusion with boiling water. Keep that in the fridge, and then you've got this nice supply of flavoured water throughout the day. You can also flavour your water with cucumber strips or lemon and lime, that kind of thing. You know, that all helps to you know, encourage you to drink water. It just tastes a bit more refreshing. Another thing I do is just drink warm water. I don't always fancy a cold glass of water, particularly when the weather gets, you know, colder. So I will just have a cup of warm water. Is great for you, it's a great detoxifier and so on. And also don't forget to eat your water as well. Lots of foods contain a nice lot of water. Cucumbers, lettuce, tomatoes, etc., all those nice kind of salady vegetables, which we like to have a lot of in the summer, are great for increasing our hydration as well. So don't forget those. Watermelon, of course. So then if you do all those things, you can really look forward to, firstly, much better skin, much better energy levels, better sleep, stronger immunity and so on, and also a balanced mood, balanced hormones and so on. So it's definitely worth getting on top of and making sure that you are hydrated enough, because I know it's something we always have in our minds and we always know we need to do it, but whether or not we are actually doing it is a completely different matter usually. Okay, so I hope you found that useful. If you did, do like and share, and I shall see you next time. Bye.